Go ahead, check back in with our meteorologist Lisa Montgomery. Lisa, we talked a little bit about that nice weather. We're talking about sharks in the water, all kinds of stuff today.
Oh my goodness, right?
But,
yes.
And how's stuff looking moving forward, I guess?
Well, Stanley, our director, we're in a conversation too about even the slough, the Elkhorn Slough, where you can actually see up close and personal the sea otters and the sea lions and stuff. So it's something I definitely want to do. And it's a good day today to get out there and do some of that. If you're not afraid of the sharks or the water, hey, a lot of people are out there kayaking today and paddle boarding around Pacific Grove. Just a beautiful day, lots of sunshine everywhere. So a gorgeous Saturday. We are watching those. Some of those clouds are going to be rolling back in, those low clouds around the coast, the bay, and into the valleys once again for tonight. But it is looking beautiful. We're looking live here at Monterey Bay from Domenico's on the Wharf, and you can see still we're looking at some calm waters here, but out over the waters as you get further out, there is a small craft advisory with those gusts up to around 30 knots. So if you're out on the water in a boat, sailboat, we'll have to watch for that. But you can see here, this is where we should be for this time of the year. Around the coast, we should be in the upper 60s. We are still only in the low 60s for today. Inland, at least in the low 80s. Most areas are in the 70s, the low to the mid 70s for today. So even though we've got all that sunshine, it did warm us up a few degrees, we are still below average for this time of the year. And right now you can see where we are, so you definitely need a jacket for tonight, or maybe layer up, have a sweater if you are going to head out and maybe do some walking along the coast there, heading to the beach. We're looking at those temperatures right now already showing the 50s up to around 60 degrees along the coast in the bay. Marina has 61. Even inland you can see where we are. Soledad 66 with some breezy conditions this hour, so that's going to feel cool. King City 72, that is it. The two warm spots that we're showing, of course, is down south here. Bradley 85, Parkfield, we're looking at 84 degrees with all that sunshine. We do have some breezy conditions out there though with those northwest winds. That's going to continue again for the second half of our weekend. But around the bay tonight, that's the good thing here. Temperatures do kind of stay a little milder around the bay and along the coast. We're looking at those lows. They should be somewhere in the low to the mid 50s for tonight, so not too bad, but still jacket weather. Here's a look at the satellite. Take a look at this. We've watched the marine layer, those clouds really mix out so we can see plenty of clear skies here. It's just beautiful. All the moisture staying well out over the waters, but that is due to an upper level trough that's going to be passing through here. So just expect more of the same for our Sunday. We still expect to see the sunshine, but those cooler temperatures and some onshore flow. Look at the northwest winds here. We do have some wind gusts into the 30s, typical for Soledad, but also breezy along the coast and in the bay, and even in the valleys. We're looking at some breezy conditions, and we're going to have that again for our Sunday. And then we will begin to see things change. It won't be until midweek where we notice it. As that trough system begins to pass over the area, a ridge is going to build in. So that's high pressure. That's going to give us more sunshine, but it will also switch our winds. We'll have a nice warm up on the way. In fact, by this time next week, we could be talking about some high 80s in some spots. So it's going to feel more like summer. It is the first official weekend of summer. We've got the 4th of July coming up. I think it's going to feel more like summertime as we do get into next weekend. For tonight, though, those temperatures are falling back down into the 40s and the low 50s, and we're waking up tomorrow with those daytime highs only climbing into the upper 60s to the low 70s once again here. Scotts Valley 70, that's it. Santa Cruz 67, Boulder Creek 73. And then as we head into Salinas, lots of sunshine today. Should see that again tomorrow, but those highs are staying in the low 60s. Morgan Hill 76, Gilroy 72, Hollister 68, and we're looking at 62 again for Marina, Castroville 62. Around the peninsula, not a big change here. Again, we'll have those overnight lows in the 50s with those daytime highs in the low 60s. We should be in the upper 60s, so not seeing that, not yet at least. And then you can see the interior still cool. We're looking at those numbers in the low to the mid 70s in most locations. Even Big Sur staying cool, 57. Carmel Valley 64. The Pinnacles around 75, and then we will see the low 80s tomorrow for those typical spots here. We're Bradley, we're looking at 84, Parkfield 83, the San Antonio Valley around 80 degrees. So across the coast, again, just look for those windy conditions, some sunshine in the afternoon with those cool numbers, and it will be breezy Tuesday through Wednesday. It will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday where we do see a warm up, and hopefully we'll see another good deal of sunshine too. And then inland areas, this is where we will see a bigger warm up, especially for those interior locations that typically do warm up nicely. So by the end of next week, we could be hitting the 90s in some areas. Models are even saying maybe, just maybe, the triple digits in some spots. We'll just have to wait and see on that. But we definitely have a nice warm up on the way.